Your jobs have been pretty cool. I mean, come on, you're a gold medal winner.
Good.
So it wasn't until the ripe old age of 8 that you decided to get serious about skating.
I was serious right away. I knew it was kind of like a calling.
Really?
Yeah, I was like this daredevil roller skater on. Yeah, you saw the picture of me doing that. Was 8 years old. I was this daredevil roller skater on the sidewalks in California, and I transferred to ice, and I was like, this is it.
And were you always good?
Yeah, I think it was
So
good.
you had a gift for it.
My dad was a semi-pro ball player, and the first time I took him to the rink, he was holding onto the rail like this, and I'm like lapping him.
Wow.
Hey dad. So I mean, I was good. But
so you had a gift. I mean, it's true. You either you have a gift when you become
how that feels. Yeah.
Right. Your gift is sitting at the counter and eating.
That's my only gift I have to share with anybody.
How does one transition from Olympic gold medalist, and by the way, you've won so many gold medals that he can't count. I said, how many medals have you won? He's like, oh my gosh, I don't know. I mean, when do you get to the point where you don't count?
Who's going to sit there and count them? I mean, like, really, 1, 2, 3.
How do you transition from Olympic gold medalist and amazing athlete into Food Network star?
Well, you know, when I was training, I didn't eat very much. I mean, I was always on a diet. I was very strict. So I would always dream of what I could eat when I was going to be able to eat. I would dream of what restaurants I would go to. And I had this group of friends after I retired from amateur skating who would always come to my house because I was the first person who had a large kitchen. And so everybody would cook together and we would experience different recipes and we put things together. So fast forward, I met a producer that did food shows and I said I had this idea about mixing like food and skating and restaurants, and I would go to different places and skate, and then I would recreate the food from the restaurants. And they said, let's forget, we like your personality, let's forget that skating and let's just go with the food. So they shot a pilot, and that's how I ended up with What Would Brian Boitano Make?
Yeah, and the rest is history. And let me tell you, what Brian Boitano makes is good. So you guys dig into these double fried.
You were so slow, Debbie.
So imagine the double fried fries was not something that you were able to eat, but only dream of.
No, and this is one of the things that I was dreaming. I wanted to make restaurant fries at home. And this is how you do it. So you cut it and then you slice it into planks.
So you leave the skin on?
Yeah, I leave the skin on because I like that extra crunchy. You can actually peel it if you don't want to, but I like how, so I slice it into planks and then I do little sticks that are about 1/4 of an inch,
so
like
you
that.
make sure they're all the same size.
Yeah, they're all the same size, but see when I get to the end, like these little things, I love these little thin things that get really crispy in the oil.
That's one.
Yeah, and so I just pop these in a bowl of cold water and put them in the refrigerator. You want to do that?
Sure, why cold water?
Cold water, I set it in the refrigerator. It takes out all the starch. So yeah, it leaks out all the starch.
I just said starch.
Yeah, starch. Yeah, she got it. You're on it. Come back here.
Do we have any in there?
So yeah, actually. So well, we have some.
These are them.
Yeah. So fast forward, if you
Bailey
leave in cold water.
Just so you know.
Bailey. Okay, so you leave them for 4 hours?
2 hours, or as long as overnight. So you could do that. And then you take them out and make sure that they're really dry because oil and water do not mix.
No.
And then you fry them one time first to cook them from the inside. So these are the fries that we did, the once in the oil at 345 for about 5 minutes.
Okay.
And so you do that because it cooks it a little bit, right?
And then you like.
Well,
that's They're not done. They're not done yet.
No, that's what I'm saying. This is only fried once.
Yeah.
Do they have to come out
fried
and cool down and all that?
Yeah.
Or?
You know what? I bring them back to room temperature just so that they're cool, and then all you do is pop them in for the second fry. So. You know, the second fry gets it really nice and brown and crunchy. Yeah.
Why aren't they oily? You think they'd be super oily being.
Yeah. Well, you know what? The first fry. Hold on. I'm going to stir these up a little bit.
Okay.
Right. The first fry actually seals the fry off so it doesn't absorb all the oil. So that's one of the 2 reasons for the first fry is it cooks it a little bit.
Okay.
Because if you put it in hot oil like this and you expect it to cook all the way through, it's going to get really brown on the outside, but it's going to be really crunchy and kind of raw on the inside. So you want to cook them first and then brown them.
Okay, so that's why they're healthier.
Yeah.
No, literally. I know it sounds kind of silly, but they're healthier because if you fry them the first time and take them out, then all the oil can't seep in, so you're getting less oil.
Yeah. So you're like sealing off the fry so that it won't absorb more oil on the second fry. And there are a lot of chefs who actually do
a double fry.
A double fry, but they'll do they'll actually boil the potatoes so that they cook inside that way, so they don't have to do the double fry.
Okay, now tell us about this amazing special sauce that you started.
Will you actually mix this up for me?
Yes, sure.
Yeah, this is.
What is this?
This is mayo, paprika, garlic powder.
Ooh, nice.
Yellow mustard and ketchup. Super simple. I use this on hamburgers. I mean, I use it anytime. It's like a great little special secret sauce.
It's like aioli almost.
Oh, is that hot sauce?
Yeah, right. And it's super easy. And you could actually, earlier we were talking about mustard powder. You could actually add a little bit of mustard powder in there for a little bit more bite. But look at how pretty it is.
Beautiful.
And it tastes really good with the fries.
So this seasoning is.
You like that?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Tell us about the seasoning on the fries.
Well, the seasoning on the fries is, honestly, it's so simple, you guys. It's salt, pepper, and paprika, and that's it. So, and you want to make sure.
Blow my mind right now, right?
Really?
There's paprika fries.
This paprika thing.
I don't know about this paprika thing.
And you want to make sure that when they come right out and they're hot, that's when you sprinkle them, because you want it to adhere. So when they're hot and they're oily, that's when to sprinkle them with all the things.
Brian Boitano, could you please open a restaurant that is Brian Boitano's fries?
You're the third person who said that today.
Yes.
So good.
You need
When have you ever eaten a fry?
I want to know, are we going to bring home the gold?
You know what?
What's happening?
I am so excited for the Olympics because we have a great men's team.
Right.
And it's so nice because it's usually the women who have the strength in the team, but this time it's nice for me as a guy skater to see our guys are super good. We have a really good chance for a medal this year.
Yeah, I think more than one medal.
Yeah, well, we could
And then the second question, are you going to serve these at your viewing party, which I know you're having, right?
I have a viewing party in San Francisco on the 11th and in New York City on the 22nd, and I'm doing cocktails and my recipes, hors d'oeuvres, and I'm selling them, and we're going to watch the Olympics live, and we're going to talk to some of the athletes over in Korea. So
thank you for the invitation. We will all be
so thank you. Yeah. Really? Okay. Let's do it.
This recipe and more information about Brian's viewing parties available at hallmarkchannel.com. That is mine.
Right.
That is mine.